What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So this is gonna be just a one-take review, I guess, overview of the R10 Supertech R10 by Alpinestars. I just recently picked up this new helmet, so this is gonna be primarily my track helmet. I know it's super aggressive. That's the reason why I kind of want it to be a track helmet. I'll put it right here. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. So I previously was using an X14 KTM branded orange X14. I don't have a KTM now, so I recently sold that helmet. I only used it for maybe 1 or 2 track days with the Supermoto, so pretty new still. I like that helmet. It was super light. It wasn't carbon. And prior to that, I've been using the Corsair 10 for years. Actually, it went over 5 years, and I should be replacing helmets every 5 years. That's what everyone says. I've been using that, like, my primarily track helmet, and you sweat on it. It's hot when you're doing 100-degree track days. So I'm sure there's some degradation in like the materials in that thing. I'm sure, but I'm guilty to say I've used it still. So I love the helmet so much, the Corsair 10, but I'm retiring it now because I finally have a replacement. So I went with the Alpinestars because originally I was gonna buy another Corsair 10 because I love the Corsair 10. The X14, it was a little bit of the materials in it, the cheek pads a little bit hard or stiff, something like that. It's just the Arai was just soft from the beginning. It's much more comfortable. Arai is just premium stuff. Not to say that the X14 wasn't premium, but it's just Arai is a little bit higher in my eyes in terms of that. Trying a carbon helmet. So originally I was gonna buy another Corsair 10, but I was like, oh, I'm spending some money. I want to try maybe like the new technology, that they have. Alpinestars came out with the R10, and I was just, besides the looks, like I don't have to say anything. It just looks really good. Arai's the technology and helmets are tried and true. They don't have to change much. That's why they never change. The Corsair 10 has looked the same, and whatever it is, the certification is the only thing that's been updated. It's just that the design of the helmet has always been the same because it's just that good from years ago up to now. So I wanted to try the Alpinestars for a change. Reviews on this is really good, although expensive. I just came back from a ride using this today. 30 minutes to and from like my local cycle gear just to buy more gear, updating my gear essentially because I have a track day coming up and I've been using old gear, like I said. So I just picked up a new suit, gloves. I kind of want to do a video on that. Actually, side note, I want to do a video on like a new gear haul. I don't know if people are interested in that, but I will do it if somebody actually asks. I guess I'll just do it just for the sake of making a video. So let's go back to the helmet. So this is a little bit more of a pricier colorway than the normal R10. So the normal R10 has a shorter spoiler, as you can see here. This one has a more aggressive spoiler, and that's pretty much is the difference. Actually, you get a bag, a helmet carry bag with this colorway. So for the extra 200 that you're paying for this colorway, you get a bag and this spoiler. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Honestly, I think the $999 price point should have different colorways, but the $999 version of this helmet doesn't have the extended spoiler either, so it only comes with the short one. So, but it comes with 2 face shields, both of them come with 2 face shields, a chin curtain that you can replace with a chin spoiler. It's hard to see, but right here, there's an extended plastic here that can be removed to replace it with a chin curtain, which is like just a curtain to cover your chin so air doesn't kind of flow underneath the helmet like that. So let's talk about the ride experience. So when I did the ride, I did a freeway, a lot of freeway, just testing the wind, like how it cuts through the wind, how it flows through the wind. It's amazing how it doesn't get disturbed by wind. So when you're changing lanes, you're looking to the side. Sometimes when you're doing that on a normal helmet, you kind of get what do you call that? That push, because the wind is like this. The helmet is disrupted by the wind. But I don't know if it's these spoilers right here on the side or just how it's shaped. but it really just cuts through and glides through the air like it's nothing. Like it's so aerodynamic. And what I like the best is this vent right here. You open it this way, it's a straight shot like hole into the helmet. If you take out the liners and shine a light, you can see clearly outside these three holes here. It just goes straight outside, so it's like a ram air effect. When you're like in aggressive riding position, the air just shoots through here to your head, and it's just a lot of cool air going in. And it's like I've never felt that much airflow on a helmet before. The Arai Corsair 10 has a vent like this as well. Actually three, one here, one here, one here, and it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel ram air like that. As well as the mouth air, what we call this, air scoops. The Arai Corsair 10 has that too, like right here in the middle. It just scoops air. That one works really well on the Arai. You're basically straight to your mouth. Yeah, like you're gonna get your mouth like really dry on a cold day. So this one works. This one's pretty much the same, but there's this extra piece here on the R10. Let me push this down here so it doesn't fall off. It's like a plug, right? And then this is just another ram air to the mouth, straight to your mouth, like right here. So, and you cannot turn it off unless you put the plug back in, which you might lose. So I don't know why they designed it this way. I wish they had like a switch, but they don't have a switch. So I'm kind of concerned. I'm probably not gonna use it. This is sufficient enough for me, and the head one is sufficient enough for me. So overall, I love the helmet. So price is questionable, because I think it's worth it though. If you can swing it, it's worth it. Of course the normal one for sure, the 999, you get a lot for the value, because you get a carbon helmet and you get two face shields, and you got a pin lock system on all of them. You got a pin lock system. So for 999, you got a carbon helmet, two face shields, the technology that's in here and all that stuff. So the Arai Corsair 10 at 870 plus the visor system that they have, it's not cheap. I have the split visor system where you can flip up the shade, so you still have a clear when you want to clear, and then you can just flip down the visor if you want the shade. So that wasn't cheap. That was like $100+ or something, or almost 200, I think. So add those two together, you're at 999, the same thing. So I just figured I'll try this out. So far I like it. I'm almost like debating to get, I know it's silly, it's stupid. Like I want to get like the normal 999 version, the black, just the all black one for street use, because of how good this is. Like I'm really impressed with, I know it's expensive, it's a stupid thing, but like helmet, like how much are you gonna, put a price on your head? I'm sure there's a lot of, and yes, there's a lot of helmets that are way better or good enough that are cheap, but it's hard to say. So I really like the black one as well, but I chose this color, and I paid a little bit extra for it. Yeah, so I think it's a solid helmet. So that's kind of like just my one take on it. I just kind of want to make a quick video. I'm gonna try this on track Saturday, so I'm gonna do I'll try to record some experience on that as well, and yeah, I'll just report to you guys. But so far I don't have any negative comments about this helmet except for the price. So that's it. That's kind of like my one take of the Supertech R10 by Alpinestars. Let me know what do you guys think. If I overspent, I'm sure I did. And yeah, so let me just give you guys a quick view of it all around. So here it is. Then the rear, it's crazy. Like there's like exhaust vents right there in the back. It just looks so crazy. At the top it says R10. There's an exhaust right there, exhaust right here. It's like it just flows so much air. Let's put it on the GS here. Give you guys a better look. Yeah. So like I said, I don't want to be like, just spending money here, but like I kind of like the normal version of this too. So I kind of want to pick up both. One for street and one for track. So anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.